Hey everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be speaking about the 1942S Walking Liberty half dollar. They're a relatively common date. You probably have a few, but there are some of them that are going to be worth way more than the rest because of what's known as a variety, cherry picker variety that's going to be found, again, on just a few of them. So they're rare, collectors pay more for them, and I'll be showing you where on this sample coin to look for it. After that, we'll go to a PowerPoint presentation. I'll explain a little bit more about them, have clear photos, and then talk about the values at different price points so you know just what to look for. Let's get into it. And here we've got the 1942S Walking Liberty half dollar. There's going to be a double die obverse that you can look for in sort of the dress and the breast of Liberty. And then there's also, if you go on the back of the coin, going to be a few different mint mark styles on the S, which is found about at 8 o'clock on the reverse. And there's going to be a few specific different ones to look for, so I'll get more into that in the PowerPoint presentation that I'm about to go to. And here we've got the 1942S double die obverse, and I'm just sort of interested in this coin overall because, you know, you see a little bit of doubling sort of in the breast of Liberty as well as sort of off of the skirt and the clothing, but it used to be attributed as FS101, since seems to not be something that gets attributed at PCGS. NGC is still attributing, but there wasn't a ton of price history that I could find. I sort of did an estimate based off of some similar coins, and my estimate might be a little bit conservative because I basically boosted it by like 20 to 30%. For all I know, given that it's relatively scarce, used to be in the cherry pickers guide, or used to be, something that people had more interest in for whatever reason, no longer being attributed. There's some rarity to it and people enjoyed collecting it. So normally this coin might in AU55 be like a $20 or $30 coin, then Mint Stay 65. 1942S is slightly a better date compared to like 1942D. So 42S, Mint Stay 65, maybe in like the $250 range. But those are just sort of some of my estimates. Certainly would make the coin easier to sell if you chose to do so. So it's just something I would consider exploring. Take a quick look. It's not the hardest thing to search for, especially sort of in the breastplate. That's a good location to check. Here we also have a few different mint mark styles, both sort of the small, large, and large trumpet tail S's. There's not a huge value differential, but curiously, this was on NGC's Variety Plus site. They were saying most of the S mint marks get transferred over in 1941. Here, there's a transitional in 1942. I believe the small might be slightly more rare, but there's really no value premium. Just something I figured I would mention. You can sort of look out, practice searching for when you're next looking through coins. But this is really the one to focus on, double die obverse. And I'll hope to see you on some similar videos and hear in the comments that you found one. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like the video, comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I also have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and some other social media platforms. You can also go to my main channel website, treasuretownYT.com, to learn more about the channel and sort of stay in contact. I also will eventually host all of these videos on coinsmetalscards.com, which will be both news, marketplace, and coin information. I do have the goal of eventually getting pretty much every US coin, date, mint mark denomination on the channel with a similar video to the one that you just watched, and that will likely all be hosted there. And then I also have treasuretowncoins.com, which is sort of my coin dealing wing, coin dealing only entity that is a little bit less focused on content production. So thank you so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my other videos. I also have videos that are not just the date, mint mark denomination recap in this format, so you can check some of those out, and I'll have fun seeing you there.